What'd you call that?
What's up, guys? Cameron, Tech Support Supervisor here at FuelTech USA, here with Dean Bettenson. Had his badass Pro Mod car on the dyno today. Really, it was just to kind of solve a couple issues so that way when you guys head back home, which I've heard is a long, long way from here, you guys can actually get this thing going down the track and you know, have some good progress with your racing program, right?
Correct. We are going to go to Kentucky on the way home.
Okay.
And it was kind of handy we're still here. Just put the FuelTech in and worked really good, but just had a small issue with some existing equipment or a switch that we had in there, and it was shutting off at the last race, and it was brand new and kind of a big deal to fix at a track.
Right.
Really awesome tool to come here and put it on there, be able to put cameras and stuff in there, and you guys
simulate a run, right? Yeah. So we were able to actually simulate a run just like it goes down the track. And because of that, we get all the same vibration or very similar vibration, and all the fluids and everything are transferring through the car and all the stuff, just like a normal race would happen in. And we found out that one of your ignition switches above your on your rocker panel, switch rocker panel, was vibrating and just barely losing enough contact to shut the car off during a run. So we were able to do a quick fix and bypass that, prove that it actually was what was going on, and then from then on we were able to just make a couple runs and repeat over and over, so that way you have a full trust that the car is going to make it all the way down the track this time, right?
Yeah.
So other than that, why don't you give us kind of like a little rundown on the car? It looks like it's a ProLine ProCharger combination. These are getting really, really popular because they're a highly competitive combination, and you've raced several other different types of combinations before, so this is a little bit new to you guys, right?
Yeah, well, we have a couple seasons with this. We race in Canada. Shorter season, a little bit different racing surface. Probably we average a little slower ETs, so we just switched to 8th mile the last couple of years in Canada. You know, we run more like 390 to 4.0. When we come down here, you need to run 360. It's quite a bit faster. So, yeah, the car was built in Canada as well. RH race cars. Yeah, I think it's built like it seems to be a good car. It's going straight. I had the guys from ProLine help me with it, and they're happy with it too. What we don't have is as much time, practice, testing, and all that stuff. So it's working out good. The ProLine, the ProCharger thing is nice to tune, nice to work on. Not a whole lot of work at the track and do your stuff in between. And now we have the FuelTech. I ran with the Holly for 2 years just because it was in the car and new. So Really excited about that. I can see where it's really nice to have everything on one screen and the log all on one screen and all that stuff. It's going to be really helpful as well.
Right, yeah. So you've found some advantages to make it easier for you to perform what you need to do, as well as driving the car, just being able to analyze your data and do all your power management stuff, which is pretty critical on something like this. It's not just about making all the horsepower that you can make. Of course you want that, but you know, being able to manipulate that and apply the power when you want it to actually happen is really what makes these things go down the track. So I'm glad that you were able to kind of, you know, take a peek at the software and look at everything, make sure that it was all working the way that you wanted it to. And that way, when you go to Canada, where the surface changes a little bit, you have some tools to help you guys get down the track.
Yeah, it'll be, you know, less testing, be able to hopefully take that 4.0 I just talked about and be more consistent. 390 or 385 is kind of the goal with all this. So, and I think this is really going to help.
Awesome. Well, we're glad that you actually have a working race car now. Finally, it doesn't shut off mid-run anymore.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Okay.